Hey folks, welcome back to the Feroz Moto channel. Today I have an awesome upgrade for the car, and if you guys know, with me having a manual transmission, one thing with this BMW transmission is people say it is not the most delightful and delectable thing you want to have on the car. A lot of people like to upgrade it with different types of short shifter kits. I've seen some being the Rogue Engineering, the CAE shifter, which I contemplated, but for me, I went with the Auto Solution short shift kit. If you guys don't know, there's a guy, Ronald, who makes them for the past 30 years for BMWs, and I sent him an email a couple months back. It does take a while to get one of these, but it finally came in the mail, and here we have our short shifter kit. So I'm gonna try to not get the sun all into this guy, but here it is. I'm gonna get this installed tomorrow and let you guys know how it goes. I opted for the 22.5% reduction, the 90A bushings, which is one before the full solid ones, and I kept the same shifter height. As for myself with the car, I don't have any issues with shifting and gears. I just kind of want to have more of a notchy bolt rifle kind of feel, and reducing the throw a little bit. I've seen a lot of people go for 25, 20, so I said let's cut the difference and go in between. I did have friends who've had this mod before done in their cars and had nothing but good things to say. You can read reviews online. Ronald's a super honest guy who gives you things straight to the shot. But let me show you what it's like currently in the car. So my car has around 42,000 miles. I will show you guys how it is to roll through the gears currently. So this is neutral. I want to say like not too much slop. Like I know a lot of people like to say it's crazy. I know it's going to button it up a lot. I mean, so each gear has a little bit of play. Like I said, for a car that does everything it does, it's not a problem to live with. I mean, I've been so used to it and everything. I'm just looking forward to kind of get where I want it with a motorsport more feel. I was super thrilled on getting a CAE shifter. I saw one used in the market for quite a good discount, but the labor to install it and for having a dual duty car is a bit hardcore. As you know, with the chassis mounted ones, you have to actually screw into the car to mount it to the chassis. So it is a bit less easy to kind of hide up and keep it clean. I believe you do have to cut a little bit of the trim to make that work, and for this guy it's complete plug and play. So overall, I'm super excited. I'm going to show you guys what happens when we get installed tomorrow at King's Auto. I want to say a huge shout out to Jackie for helping me install this. Awesome work and everything, and able to fit me in. So we'll see how it goes there. I was considering changing the shift knob, but honestly this one is kind of perfect. I've learned to drive with this shift knob. I've learned manual on this BMW shifter, so it kind of feels right at home. I have seen other people go for the M Performance one and kind of mock up a different dash layout area here, but I mean, you know me guys, I'm trying to always spend money on seat time and more experiences than outright mods, but I thought this one would be kind of perfect to segue with what I'm doing, being all the touch and sensitive feels with this vehicle to get a bit more of that tactility and engagement back. So ideally in the future, I would possibly like to maybe wrap this steering wheel Alcantara or upgrade it to more of like the LCI ones. I do like the mix of the flat bottom with the top and the stripe. I know, I don't know, it's simple things, cosmetic things, but I think if you're going to be in the car for a while, which I am, I'm going to own it for a while, and just want to make it how I want it, a bit more custom and stuff, and not go too crazy overboard gaudy. But you know, we all have our different tastes and flavors for things, so we'll see how it goes. But overall, I'm super psyched, super excited. Let me know what you guys think down below if you have a short shifter kit for your car. I did not opt for the rear bushing carrier housing. I'll put a picture here, but if you guys know Rogue Engineering, they made a, stiffer polyurethane, I believe, or Delrin bushing in the back to kind of help remove the slop. And what I've read with, but talking with Ronald, is you kind of want to keep that as it is. You know, as I drive this car hard more than I would say 99% of the drivers, as I do track this guy, and you guys see on my videos, you do want some natural play in the car, because if you see in my videos, as I'm taking G's, you'll see the shifter also move, as you know, the whole car is actually having physics loaded on it. So if you make that solid and this is moving and you're trying to also shift into it, you can make it kind of miss that gear, or kind of really not work with the synchro. Whereas this guy's solid now, the front still has some play, so now you're kind of binding it in some ways. You want it to naturally keep moving with the forces and everything. So I'm not opting to change that. I'm just following his decision, Ronald, since this guy knows and been doing this stuff for a while, and I'm sure it's going to be a blast. I've had friends who've had it on their M5s, E39s, all different types of E90s and everything. Nothing but good things. Perfect OEM plus upgrade, and I'm excited to show you guys what it's like. So stay tuned, stay awesome. If any questions, let me know down below, and I'll show you what it's like once it's installed. Good morning, folks. It is August 18th. We are heading out to King's Automotive to get it installed in the car. I'm going to enjoy the last couple moments where I still have this shifter in all of its glory, and we're going to be upgrading it to the Auto Solutions one in the back there. So I'm super thrilled, I'm super excited, and I really cannot wait. So I'm gonna drop the car off, go to work, pick it up after the end of the day, and I'll show you guys how it goes throughout the process. Stay tuned. One thing to mention, I was thinking and considering of removing the clutch delay valve on the car. I think I possibly might still do that. So I'm gonna ask Jackie if he can fit that in. I don't think it's too much work to get that done since he's already been working with the shifter and everything. So we'll see. I'll get his professional opinion if it's worth it, and we'll see how it goes. I heard it definitely stops some of that unsmooth and jerkiness with the car. It just helps it be a bit more responsive and smooth with wide open throttle shifts and everything. So looking forward to it. I'll see how it goes. We have arrived at King's Automotive here in Bloomingdale, New Jersey. I'm here with the owner, Jackie, and we're going to talk about what we're doing today with the M3.
So yeah, we're doing an Auto Solutions short shifter kit, and then we're also going to be pairing that up with the clutch delay valve. You know, it should get a lot nicer feeling shifts, more linear like clutch pedal engagement feel. So excited to see how it goes.
Awesome. Yep. So we have the shifter down here, as I showed you guys. I'm really looking forward to it. Should be a lot of fun. As people say online, the shifting feel is not amazing compared to, I guess, Porsches or old school Hondas, as what I've heard.
We've done a couple of like Auto Solutions kits, and I think it's as close as you can get to like what people say the S2000s feel like.
Yeah.
I don't know if it does get closer to like a GT3 car or something like that, but I feel like the GT3 sometimes is too tight, whereas I feel like the Auto Solutions might actually even feel better. Might be an unpopular opinion here, but the Auto Solutions is a really good feeling shifter. So.
Yeah, I've only heard good things online. I know there's other kits, being the Rogue Engineering one and the CAE, but both of them are a bit different. So yeah, the chassis mounted ones are cool. RTD also makes one, but you have to kind of cut into the transmission tunnel, right?
You have to like modify like the center console area, and then I think, at least for me, like it feels too tight. Like the throw is way too short. And like you could get used to it on a street car, but if it's like remotely daily, I feel like sometimes it can get a little like too much.
Yep.
So yeah.
Yeah, so that's kind of the main thing. Keeping this dual duty, of course, I thought this would be the perfect solution for the job. Only caveat is you do have to wait a little bit for Ronald to make these custom to order. But if you're patient, good things come with patience. So should work out. Looking forward to it. All right, guys, I'll leave this with Jackie. I'll come back and give my thoughts and initial impressions when we get it, and it should be a lot of fun. So stay tuned, and thank you so much, Jackie, for helping me do this install.
Thank you.
All right, guys, stay tuned. Back to the channel. We are back at King's Automotive here with Jackie, and you just let us know about how the install went.
Install went smooth. It's pretty standard. Just, you know, take out the interior. You mess around with the exhaust, it'll drop the heat shield. And you know, out of all the shifters we've installed, the Auto Solutions one usually does go in the smoothest. Not that like any of them are really hard to deal with anyway, but install went smooth. The results are great. So now we just gotta see how Ryan feels about it.
Yeah.
He's in agreement.
Yeah, so we're gonna do a quick driving impression, let you guys know how it is. I'll show you how it is in the car now. We'll do what I think immediately as I'm stepping in. So I did actually get to try it just before as we were going over the work, but let's see. So this is our gears now. We'll talk about the slop, which is really nothing. Was a little bit before, but now we can go to the gates, and it feels super tight, super notchy, and kind of exactly what I was going for with this shifter setup. So overall, I'm pleased. I'll see how it is actually with driving, and now that we have a CDV delete, we'll see how it is with my clutch pedal. But overall, I am super stoked. I think the results speak for themselves, and we'll see how it goes in a drive. So stay tuned. All right, so we're gonna see some of our first impressions here with the gearing. Immediately, like I said, it's super tight and notchy. Reverse is in a nice and positive engagement. And now that we have the clutch delay valve, it actually does immediately feel way more progressive with how the clutch is releasing and grabbing. So I think I can get very, very used to this. These shifts feel solid. I'm pretty happy, pretty stoked. So let's see how it does. Wow, this this just feels really cool. Wow, yeah. Wow, it feels so solid and planted. Like wow, it's just so positive engagement. Yeah, it feels really nice, guys. Like there's no question about it with where the gear is going. It is super does feel really good. Reverse go here. Downshifts feel even better. Kind of lands perfect into the hand of the ergos as I'm going in and out of gears. Into gear, super positive engagement with everything. I am pretty thrilled, not gonna lie. Definitely get a bit more feeling here with those bushings that I had installed, but it just slots right into gear so perfectly. I did notice that the spacing is pretty forward, but I'm not sure if that's just how it goes with Ronald's solution. This is a new batch that he has going on, so I'm not sure that's how he got that reduction in size and angle, but it seems to work. Doesn't feel anything out of place. So the clutch delay valve feels pretty good. I really like it. I don't know what else to say, but I'm kind of happy I see with the height. It kind of fits my ergos perfect, as I was saying before. And with the clutch delay valve not noticing the immediate change, I start driving with the you know, assistant off. Yeah, guys, the car feels really freaking good. Oh man, I never had a short shift kit before, and this is a really nice feeling. So I'm super happy. I think I will have the I don't want to say buyer's remorse or anything, but once it'll be in a while and I start to understand how it is to drive with it, I'll get a more safe and sound feeling. But immediately with the clutch delay and everything, it's really good with releasing everything in a progressive and I want to say just natural feeling and approach. So I don't know, I'm happy. I think money well spent. I'm gonna see how it goes once in a while, but I mean, I can tell that the engagement and everything is way more solid. I think it just feels tighter and in the good way, you know, nothing too nothing negative, I could say. Really nothing negative. Wow. Alright guys, I'll give my final thoughts when I get home, but so far this is awesome. Absolutely awesome. Slop is good. Yeah, it is really sharp. See ya, man. Let me show you guys the gear changes. First, like no play, no slop, even though I'm moving it. Second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. So overall, I really do like it. All the engagements feel super positive. My favorite shift so far easily is from second to third. You just literally glide right up into gear and you just get all these positive engagements, especially with wide open throttle shifts. It gives you all the feeling that you need with doing that with confidence. So we're gonna see how it goes with more future driving. Of course, you guys are gonna see my videos with driving, but overall, I'm gonna say definitely worth the upgrade. I think it's definitely worth it. Yeah, everything just kind of solids up and buttons up, way more direct, and the car just feels a lot more focused, I should say. Focused, like it feels like a sports car, feels a bit more special, and everything has a bit more sense of immediacy, which is really nice. So, hey folks, so it's been a couple days now, actually one day. And we're gonna talk about what it's like with this new short shifter kit. So it's actually been all good. I'm super happy with how it performs and everything. Overall, the fit, finish, feel, Jackie did a great job with the installation. I did go in between talks with Ronald just to make sure that everything was up to spec and up to snuff, and it looks like we are good to go. So I can definitely give a seal of approval and my final opinions and feelings on this. So that being said, as you guys know, I had the clutch delay valve removed and I had my short shifter installed. So we'll start with the clutch delay valve. Definitely want to say it is a noticeable difference in the car. You do have to be a bit more precise and accurate with shifts can't be as lazy with positioning now, since you don't have the clutch sleeve valve helping you slip into the spot. So I think it's actually better for me, being a driver, to be a bit more deliberate and on cue with where I am in my rev range, which is super fine. And especially with wide open throttle shifts now, as I'm saying, once you're in the top, you're immediately, once you're releasing the clutch, you are closing on that clutch pedal. That pad is meeting my transmission, and we are good to go with putting down power. So we're not having that slight bog once we're doing that shift, and it's still going that way. So overall, that is awesome, especially with the clutch feel too from a start. Even though you have the auto rev to kind of help you pep up, it does feel way more natural and progressive with the movement. So overall, I am very happy with that, and I think it was worth it to get that done. So next thing, of course, is this shifter. I've had it now, like I said, for a day. I drove to work, drove back home with it, and I think the positioning and everything is quite perfect. The 1 to 4 shifts are pretty awesome. Obviously, with the 5 and 6 being a bit more out of the way here and being shorter, I use that for my hyper miling on the highway for other commutes. But the main gears where I'm having all the fun is where all the action is. Just goes, man, it just goes. It has such a positive engagement and slam into gear. I love the 2nd to 3rd shift as it just kind of glides in into the perfect way. And overall, this is exactly what I was looking for with a shifter. I was told over time it will break in, so I mean, I've only done maybe 50 miles, if that, with this guy. So over time it will start to kind of wear into where we want it to be. But overall, like I said, all the engagements and movements are really solid and positive. I can't say anything I want to say negative with it. Of course, the effort to get into gear is slightly increased, but once you start moving it and getting comfortable with how it is positioning wise, there is no question, without a doubt, where you're getting into gear. So again, just to reiterate, this is the 22.5% reduction in shift, as well as the 98 bushings. I do not hear any drivetrain noise. I'm not sure if there was a problem or difference with it, or he picked a different bushing with Ronald Gott. I don't sense or hear really anything different. Of course, holding the shifter and feeling everything feels way more solid and mechanical in that regard, but I'm not getting any of that unwanted drivetrain whine or chatter. Honestly, I wouldn't mind a little bit. I say that now, but I'm sure if I had it, I would have a different opinion of the matter. By going to the 1 to 2 shift, I know a lot of people ask, did that get changed or fixed? I really don't think so. You know, that's kind of more of a rev hang thing, as you have to release out the clutch. You have to be a bit more careful and deliberate with those movements. But overall, we'll see how it goes. You're definitely going to see me do some driving videos with this, so you'll see it in action over and over and over again. But I'm super happy, super stoked. I think it was well worth the wait and the money, and this car is getting to be exactly where I want it to be and feeling a lot more special in this car. Will I say it's a must-have? I'm not sure. I mean, I really appreciate this. I really like this, but for what it is compared to other things, it's really nice to have. I can definitely say that I don't regret getting it installed or anything, but I don't think this makes or breaks the manual transmission experience. It definitely is a way more satisfying, rewarding engagement and everything, but I think a lot of people just have to level with themselves what we're doing here. The main mechanism and everything with this shifter is still the same, but I don't know how much really else you can get or expect from a shift linkage and system. This kind of does exactly what I wanted now, and I think it's at a perfect base and medium of what is expected as a good standard of what a good shifter is. So I'm happy. I mean, I have no other basis for transmission to feel, so this feels really good to me. I'm not sure what like a Porsche shifter is, or a S2000 or a Honda Civic Type R shifter is like. So once I get those, I could definitely give a more overall encompassing review and appreciation for what this guy is. But so far, as a person who does not have any flavor or understanding what it is, this thing is awesome. So let me know, guys, know what you think, what specs you got down below. Like I said, I definitely recommend it. You can order exactly how you want, just hit Ronald up with that below, and we'll see how it goes in the future. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, please don't forget to leave them down below, and please do subscribe if you enjoy any of this content. We are so close. Hopefully by now we are at 1,000 subscribers and 1 million channel views. So I'm so proud of myself, proud of everyone here watching. Just want to say thank you so much for being part of the Feroz Moto family, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Ryan out. The gear changes. First, like no play, no slop, even though I'm moving it. Second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth.